let's move on to the next image.
Yeah, so, and I think I mentioned my younger daughter is named Florence. And actually, she's named after the surname of my great-grandmother. But she also understands that her name is the same as a great city in Italy, and the great city of the Renaissance, Florence. And so here are Alana and Florence on the hill above Florence, and there's the great cathedral and the city hall and everything in between. You can see the Arno River there, snaking along with all of the bridges. Yeah, so this is Florence. Very, very, very special photograph for us. This is a picture that I took in the Museum of Fine Arts in Boston, one of my favorite museums. And this is a painting that I like very much. It's a painting of an expatriate American living in Rome who had, I guess, well, 4 daughters. And John Singer Sargent, an American expatriate painter, painted this for this man. And it's a very interesting portrayal of these daughters who are of different ages, and each is sort of has a different personality and is poised in a different way. But we've been talking about how kind of literature and art influence the world around us, right? And what's kind of neat here is that you see those, are they actually, maybe your viewers would know better than I, are those Chinese or Japanese? These vases, you'll notice that in the painting there are 2 vases, and these are the actual vases that are on display outside the painting. Right?
Oh, wow.
So we have kind of, the painting is jumping out at us, right, in real life. And then my interpretation of this photograph then is that my own daughters are kind of in the foreground, sort of echoing the girls who are in the painting. Yeah, so this picture has a kind of special meaning for me. And yeah, you can see that Alana is, I believe that she's actually copying the painting.
She's drawing.
Yeah, she's drawing, yeah. And this is me in Ireland. This is in Northern Ireland. My sister, whose name is Willa, and she's named after Willa Cather, is a professor in Northern Ireland at the University of Coleraine. She teaches Irish literature, and she's done quite a bit of writing about an 18th century writer and Anglican minister named Frederick Harvey. And Frederick Harvey designed this this kind of temple. It's based on a temple in Rome, and he had this built on the coast of Northern Ireland. And you can go in there, and it's he used to have a library in there. It's a very special place, and it's right on the cliff. And what's kind of interesting is that the land is breaking away, is eroding away. So eventually, this temple is going to fall into the ocean, unless they do something to sort of prop it up. And when you go in there, you have this feeling of kind of it's a little bit dangerous. But the main reason I'm showing this picture is because I love dogs, but we don't have enough space for a dog in our place in Taiwan. But my sister has a dog, because she lives in Ireland and they have all kinds of space. And yeah, sometimes I feel like a guy just has to have a dog, and I like having this picture of me with a dog. So yeah, that's what's really going on here. So we can move on. Yeah, and quickly. So this is in Andrew. Could you guess what city this would be? A.
Yes.
London.
London.
B. Red Cloud, Nebraska. C. Venice. Quick.
C. Venice.
You are correct. Yes. And you'll notice the important thing about this picture is that this is my family, and we're all wearing what color? Blue. Was that planned? No. We got there and we thought, wow, the sky is blue, the sea is blue. And wait a minute, we're all wearing blue. How did that happen? This is great. And my T-shirt is a T-shirt from, yeah, so, yeah, all kinds of people. I was in all kinds of crowds, and people were looking at my T-shirt, and maybe we'll get some applicants from Venice or other parts of the world. Yeah, so I'm interested in Venice as a scholar of literature because many American writers have lived in Venice, and also artists have lived in Venice, American artists. In the next slide, oh, wait a minute. Who put this in here? Andrew, did you? Okay, this is, okay, we want to just take a break here to introduce a term, which is
photobombing.
Photobombing, yeah.
Photobomb.
Yeah, I was minding my own business, trying to take a picture of a selfie of me and my wife, and these strangers hopped into the picture, and yeah, you'll notice that that is our host Andrew, and
also wearing blue.
Also, yeah, and his fiancee Lillian. You know, they just happened to be in Venice. It was
amazing.
We were in Europe for different reasons, but we did communicate, and we decided to meet in Venice. So it wasn't a complete surprise, but yeah. Okay, next slide. Yeah, so this is the Palazzo Barbaro, which is where Henry James lived for a time, and he set a good part of his novel, The Wings of the Dove, in this building. Yeah. And actually, one of the film versions of The Wings of the Dove was actually filmed in this building. So there's a lot of yeah, literary significance in Venice. The next slide, just to get to sort of a current project. This is a house where the American writer William Dean Howells lived, and one of my purposes was to kind of locate his house and to kind of compare it to things that he wrote about Venice. And in the next slide, we'll see a plaque that I found, and it's in Italian, but you'll see, actually I was just talking to the chair of the Italian department, and he was supposed to send me a translation of this, and here it is. Okay, yes. The American writer William Dean Howells lived in this house. He was the consul of the United States from 1861 to 1865. During those years, his literary genius took shape. Yeah, and so this was a plaque laid 100 years later. But anyway, I'm studying this writer's career in Venice.